Good afternoon, folks. I decided to do a video on a few things, so you guys might be able to get a couple videos out of me today. It all depends on how I feel and how I game, because I'm playing a video game as I do this. I wanted to talk about the two officers that were shot. And I'm not going to give you my opinion on that because you already know I back the Blues, so we don't even need to go in there. On Saturday night, around 5 or 6 p.m. in Compton, California, two sheriff's deputies were shot while they were sitting in their patrol car at the Metro Rail station. One was a 24-year-old male who the sheriff said was they were both deputized a year ago, so they weren't on the job long. And a 31-year-old mother of a 6-year-old, and both were sheriff's deputies. And so you know how I feel about moms, because I am a mom, and this is just ridiculous. There's videos all around about, showing the suspect who ran up to the car, walked up to the car, shot them both, and then ran away. Now, a lot of people are saying that they may have been a tall kid, teenager, or a very short man. He looked like a ball, okay? Whoever it was, but all they know is that he was dark-skinned. The deputies went into surgery at around 7 p.m. on Saturday night, and they were out of surgery at around 11 p.m. Both are still in very, very grave conditions, so break out your prayers, your crystals, your prayer rugs, sacrifice a goat to Odin, do what you need to do, but send these people some good juju, okay? Because that's not fair when you've only been on the job for a year. And people are blaming you for the mess. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to just shut up on that because I'm so livid about this. They say during this time of them going in the hospital and being in the hospitals, protesters blocked the entrances to the ER and tried to get in the ER. Now, this is really stupid because you figure like this: if an ambulance needs to get in there and Black Lives Matter so much, and this ambulance happens to be carrying your mama, your daddy, your child, how would you feel if some idiots decided to block the entrance so they couldn't get into hospital and get the emergency care that they needed? This is ridiculous. I'm just on so many levels of moronic. These BLM protesters never fail to do one thing to impress me, and that's how stupid they can be. Okay, and a lot of people are getting mad because a member of the press, quote unquote, Josie Wang from KPCC Public Radio, was arrested for interfering in an arrest. She ignored repeated commands to stay back and don't interfere. Okay, and a lot of people are showing videos on Twitter about how, oh, that looks like a press pass hanging down from her neck. Let me go ahead and debunk that real quick, because she admitted she didn't identify herself, nor did she have the proper credentials. on her person. So she wasn't showing up there as a member of the press. She was showing up there as an interfering individual and a protester. Don't play this game with me, because I do not like games, and anybody that knows me will tell you that I see all games. The thing is she hollered, "I'm a part of the press," after she got arrested. That's probably what happened. Let me just go ahead and speculate on this. She shows up to protest. Then she trying to get into cops' faces, but because the cops are hurting right now, sheriffs are hurting right now because 2 of their people were gunned down for no reason. They wasn't playing that day, and they started arresting a guy, and she tried to interfere like they do in Portland and thinking that she the bomb, and it ended up her getting arrested for interfering in an arrest. And then she wants to throw out, "Oh, I'm press. I'm the press, though. I'm the press." Because before she didn't want to say what her name was. She didn't want to tell people who she was, because she probably scared about getting fired from KPCC Public Radio. Because I'm definitely going to tweet to them about this and the look that this gives them. Okay? That's more likely what happened, that she threw out, "Oh, I'm press," because she thought it was going to get her a pass. Well, no, ma'am, it is not. Because just because you're a member of the left-wing fake media and you empathize with people that are oppressed by their own stupidity and laziness, girl, don't get me started on you. Now, the protesters outside were shouting, "I hope they die," and "Death to police," which is great and fine and dandy when you think about it, because those same idiots, when they're confronted by patriots, just like that young man in Kenosha who defended himself, who's the first ones they called on? "Oh, somebody needs to arrest them. Police over here, you need to arrest them." But I thought you wanted to defend the police. I thought you hoped they died. I thought death to police. Little bit hypocritical there. Lot of bit hypocritical there. So I just wanted to get the facts out. These 2 officers, these 2 sheriff deputies, are still fighting for their life. And I'm praying for them personally, because number one, being a mama, I know what's going through that woman's head. And she's thinking, I gotta fight, I gotta survive for my baby, because I don't want to leave my baby alone to face this world. And I can't imagine how much intense pain this person put on this little 6-year-old who can't see his mama and may not be able to ever get a hug from his mama again. That's what y'all do. That is what BLM encourages. That's what people like LeBron James encourages. That's what people that don't have a political sense, like Cardi B, encourages. Sheriffs and police have families too. They come in all colors, all shapes, all sizes, from different backgrounds, from whatever. And they usually reflect the communities they serve in. So basically, Compton, you shot one of your own. You shot two of your own. You're talking about Black Lives Matter, our communities matter. How are you going to keep all those black people safe that are law-abiding citizens without the thin blue line standing between them and that which goes bump in the night? A lot of people I've seen on Twitter and Instagram feeds applauding the suspect, laughing. How is it funny? I want to know. I want y'all to comment in my comment section. How is it funny when a 6-year-old boy may not be able to ever hug his mama again? Put it on a personal level. What if that was your child and somebody shot you in your punk head? Oh, but then it wouldn't matter. Because then it'd be personal. Then it'd be right on top of you. Then it'd be having to do, what if it was your mama? But real with Robo, it ain't my mama. No, it ain't your mama. But it's a person that keeps your mama safe from thugs like you. I ain't got nothing to say about this mess. I do know, however, that there's a reward out for information. And I encourage the community of Compton, if you want crime to change, if you want to uplift the black community like you say you do, because right now the way it look, it's all lip service. You just running through the motions. But if you actually care about Black Lives Mattering, you care about your community, then you'll do what we do in the white community. When a crime happens, we help cops solve it. Because we do not want to give our power, and if anybody mentions white power or something like that, I swear to God, I will make a video just for your stupidity. We do not want to give our power to the criminals, thereby degrading, defacing, destroying our communities. That's the difference between the white and the black communities. Because white communities, when there's a crime that occurs, we give the power to the peacemakers to keep us safe. Therefore, a criminal thinks, oh, if I go into that community, I'm going to be put under the jail. So if you care about your community, if you care about your people like you run your mouth and say you do, show you care. Because the next time this hoodlum decides to shoot somebody, it just may be your mama. And that's real with Robo.